Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session. This is the Zen God, and I have some amazing updates to share with you regarding XRP. We had a really good day today. We're up 61% for the week. This is why you purchase the dip. You purchase the dip, you're going to get these gains, 61% for the week. So there's some other coins I'd like to share with you guys, but let's get straight to some of the news. So I thought today would be a good day to go down the banking rabbit hole. And what other bank to talk about than the banks that you guys probably go to, probably know people that use. So let's start with the heavy hitters. So we have this, let me go down here. So we have a patent from Bank of America back in 2019. Patent just went public showing us Ripple DLT. You have the source right here. Ripple Ripple DLT and Ripple Interledger Protocol. We learned about the Interledger Protocol. Option to eliminate need for physical account at partner institutions, pre-funding, fixed FX trades, that's foreign exchange trades, real-time advising of payment beneficiary, real-time settlement. Who did we just see last video who needs real-time settlement? Robinhood just came out. That's their excuse. We need real-time settlement in order to handle this type of demand. That was their excuse. So let's take a closer look at this. And we see real-time settlement with Bank of America, Ripple DLT. You see the the Ripple logo right here, Interledger Protocol, Ripple DLT. Says the same thing, end-to-end real-time settlement. So it's right here. They have a patent. They're not patenting this for fun and games. Like they're patenting it because they're going to use it. Flexible, innovative methodology for distributed ledger, digital wallets, and traditional partner banks, introducing real-time net settlement. That's what it says on the patent. So that's amazing news. And this isn't new information. You could look it up on Google. Bank of America execs lifts lid on Ripple partnership. Ripple announces partnership with Bank of America. It's big news. Now, I also found this. United States patent for Wells Fargo. It doesn't specifically say Ripple, but it sure as heck sounds like it. Systems and methods for cross-border payments via distributed ledger payment rail. Payment rails. Remember I said Ripple are the plumbers of the new payment rails? Systems and methods relating to distributed ledger currency rails are provided. Node. There's nodes on the XRP ledger. That's how we keep it from attackers. Nodes on permissioned distributed ledger network. Blah, blah, distributed ledger, this. It's all over this. So does Ripple have any connections to Wells Fargo? Some people may ask. And there's tons. Wells Fargo considering partnering with Ripple. They want to partner with Ripple, blah, blah, blah. Wells Fargo stablecoin, blah, blah. It's all over here. So they've been talking with Wells Fargo. And here's Bank of America patent display use of Ripple Ledger. So another person that's fully ready, quantum computing now available with Amazon. So Amazon set up for the quantum financial system. And we just seen Jeff Bezos step down. And we see they have a case study with Ripple. Real-time payments, X-Current, RippleNet, X-Rapid, source on-demand liquidity, send global payments with single integration. RippleNet use cases, real-time cash pooling, international bill pay, real-time remittance, global currency account. So instead of having all these accounts globally with all these different currencies, you have one global currency account with your XRP. So this shows you Ripple collaborates with financial institutions worldwide. More than 100 financial institutions have joined RippleNet. Has a whole list of some big banks, SBI. And like I said, this whole SEC thing, people are discovering that it's a joke. They have no jurisdiction over virtual currencies. And they're kind of getting humiliated online now. So it's just a matter of time. And I want to show you guys why it's not necessarily good to be first. very rare is it good to be first. Very rare, especially in technology, it's not. Because what happens is one person brings forward to the world their idea, their concept, their creation, and then you have all these other geniuses, these tech gurus, these mad geniuses are able to look at it, observe it, find the flaws, and build something better. So here's a talk from the Algorand team. I want to show you guys this because they kind of bring up this exact point, and I think it's worth sharing with you guys. So let me switch over the mic real quick. Okay, and we'll play this.
Me, what I observed in kind of the early days of the internet was it wasn't the first companies out of the gates that did really well. It was the people who came a little bit later, the Googles and Amazons, and that really could bring great technology with business people that knew how to execute. And to me, it felt like there was a real opportunity to do something similar in this space. So I think that's...
Yeah, so that's a cool video with the Algorand team. Now let's talk a little bit about silver real quick. Remember, the entire system depends upon people accepting pieces of paper as currency in return for labor. Acquiring physical gold and silver in exchange for their currency turns their game around on them. Monetary metals literally destroy banks as they can replace their pieces of paper. People figuring this out is their nightmare. So this is pretty cool. I have one video to share with you guys that I think you guys will definitely like. Let me switch over the mic.
What's up, guys? I'm nobody special. I just want to talk about Silver Squeeze for a second. All these people that are in Wall Street bets or whatever that are saying Silver Squeeze is nothing but a scam organized by hedge funds. Guys, read the DD on this subject. This has nothing to do with Melvin or Citadel or any hedge fund, okay? You guys are thinking way too small. This is about the whole corrupt global financial system, the whole thing, all right? Since 1971, when we went off the gold standard, the gap between wealthy and working class in this country has ballooned out of control, along with public debts, along with the dilution of our dollars, the looting of our savings by money printing and stealing our money without actually taking any dollars, just devaluing the dollars we have. All right? This isn't about one hedge fund that's caught too short. Okay? The bullion banks are massively, massively short gold and silver. And I'm not just talking about the futures market. They've sold millions of ounces of gold and silver that they don't have. But what they've also done is sold the gold and silver that they do have 50, 60, even 100 times. For every brick that they have in their vaults, there's a dozen owners or 100 owners on paper. Okay, the whole thing is corrupt and it's fake. The paper market for gold and silver is fake. This isn't about one hedge fund. This is about the whole thing, okay? They're sitting there telling us there's no inflation right now. There's no inflation. Even though the price of lumber has tripled since its low last year. The price of copper is up 2.5 times. Hot rolled, cold rolled steel, aluminum, copper, everything is up. Soybeans, wheat. Have you seen the price of chicken in the supermarket? It's up. Everything is up except gold and silver. Why? Because it's not real fair market, free market price discovery. It's fake paper supply being used to offset demand to keep prices low. And then the central banks can go say, see, inflation is below our 2% target. And therefore, we're going to keep printing trillions and trillions of dollars. We're going to steal that value out of your savings, and we're going to give you back 20 cents on the dollar and call it stimulus. You're welcome. They're robbing us blind. They have stolen the wealth of our generation and the next 2 generations to come. Okay, they're using the money they're stealing to buy themselves assets, knowing they're about to cause inflation, and that the inflation will water down their debt and they'll be left with assets and they can sell them at inflation adjusted prices while we get wiped out. Silver Squeeze is about bringing the whole corrupt global financial system back down to earth. All right, it's about ending this destruction of the middle class and this destruction of our wealth and our work through inflation. If we can expose the fake silver and gold markets. And if we do it to silver, gold will follow. If we can expose that, then we will see real world price discovery of gold and silver values. And that will force the central bankers to admit that there is inflation. And they won't be able to run their printing presses without end. And that will force an end of this era of funny money that we all know we've been living in for decades. We've been talking about this for decades. And we've just made the problem worse and worse and worse. Silver Squeeze is about finally putting this funny money to bed. So stop fighting among ourselves about GME stock and Melvin and Citadel and AMC. You want to keep those shorts going, more power to you. It's beautiful what you did in those stocks. But Silver Squeeze is so much bigger. It's not bots. It's not a scam, all right? It's people who have done the homework, people who have been talking about this for years and finally see the opportunity to grind that system to a halt. Stop getting in the way of that. We're all on the same side here. We all want the same thing. Squeeze silver, buy physical.